What is going on, gang? It's your boy DBGTX-YT, and today I got a special video for you guys for my Saints of your Shining Soldier newcomers. That is right, this is for the newcomers. I want to show you guys the best way to maximize your daily logins in this video game. This is something that's very important because the game is stingy with its content as far as Cosmo Chronicles, as far as Cosmo Stones itself. On a daily, we do get 50 Cosmo crystals from doing our daily grind. And of course, if you are new, generally by doing your dailies, you can rank up pretty fast, which is a good thing in that sense, because you get an additional 10 Cosmo Stones that help you towards either a summoning or doing some other kind of thing in the game. First and foremost, I would like to let you guys know that this video is designed for people who already have certain characters that they want to level up, and they're not looking generally to save their Cosmo Stones for summoning purposes. The reason why I say that is because this game makes you choose. That is right, it makes you choose which way you have to go about things on the daily. If you go about it one way, you can't do certain other things throughout the day. If you go about it the other way, you can't do certain other things throughout the day. So it's based off that this video was made. Further ado, let's go ahead and begin this tutorial. And to begin with, as you guys see, I do have 2 Cosmo Stones. So here's how I do my daily, and this is how I think is the best way to go about doing your daily. If you already have certain characters that you want to level up, or you already have a certain team that you've been working with. If you're a newcomer and you want to do something else in the regards to your Cosmo Stones, you know, because you don't have the character that you want at the moment, by all means, this video is not designed for that. I will be posting up a video in that regards, so stay tuned for that. But for now, this is the best thing to do. Also, this video is great for people who play PvP and generally go ahead throughout the off season, try to get their characters maximized for the next season. And also, this is a level up method, an easy level up method on how to get Zodiac Awakening daily. So I start off, I don't have 159 stamina, but let's go ahead and start this up. So what I end up doing, first and foremost, I go over to the training area. Now with the new additional training boost, you are getting through the training area pretty fast, and you're using way less energy or stamina in order to be able to go ahead and get all this done. So here with the Stardust battle, for example, right, I'm gonna go ahead, you go ahead and go in there, you do it. It only costs 10 stamina. If you already done it before on the first round, you go ahead, you do the skip battle as I'm doing here, and you get 30 of every single color. Cool, love it. You don't get Zodiac Awakening every day. You get different things. So sometimes it's black, sometimes it's blue, sometimes it's red. It changes daily, and then it gives you other buffs, other materials. For the low is bonus battle materials. Started at the beginning of the 6-month period, something that I did mention that was already coming into the game. So here we go, we did 2 battles already. So in total, what you want to do is get 4 battles, not 5. Skip 4 battles in Cosmo Chronicles, because the missions, or the daily missions, is as follow. Do 5 missions in the Cosmo Chronicles. Make sure you use SSA, and make sure you do a training session. So if you're in the training area and you do 4 missions, you already completed about 60%, 70% of those missions. The only missions that you have to do is make sure that you do an SSA animation in game. So after doing about 4 of these, all you have to do is go into one of these, right, and actually do the mission on the 5th one. So this is the 5th turn. I'm gonna go ahead and pick these characters. I'll just use this squad, and this is actually a solid squad. If you guys are newcomers to watching this video, this tutorial, this is definitely something that's gonna work for you guys, because these guys, you more than likely could get them off the rip. You already have them. So if you're new to the game, you should get a lot of bonuses in order to go ahead and enhance your characters. And this is a solid squad. It's a perfect example of using what you got in order to get by. And if you leveled them up to maximum, they can compete against gold tiered units and against other competitors online. So just in case, you know, you're asking. Shout out to my boy Icy Tyrant and of course Lord of Smoke. Those are 2 of the top players in the game. They're the ones who showed me the ropes and the battle systems and the so on and so forth. They definitely have some squads. If you guys want to check out some of our battles, I do have videos in the link below from past live streams. So here's the 5th battle essentially, right? And in the 5th battle, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything essentially done, which is make sure I'm doing an SSA charge. So charge move. So that means that I have to fill up the whole roulette. As you guys can see, I'm just charging up right now, so tripling my attack damage, which you don't have to do that. This is just the way I'm doing it, just to save on the stamina. And since I got 3 people, I'm able to do 3 different stuffs. And boom, we took out the first guy. We got the SSA animation done. We got pretty much all of the missions that are required for the Cosmo Chronicles, daily Cosmo Chronicles done, right? The objective of doing it this way is to save stamina. You want to save stamina. Now, this is route A of being able to do so. I go about it this way because I don't want to do my actual story mode missions just yet. On the flip side, if you want to combine it, you can actually do this combined. What you can do is, but this is what I do. I separate it. I go to the training, go ahead and do my trainings from there, and on the 5th one, I go ahead and do a training battle or one of these new Shun POG invades and perform a Shining Soldier animation on the 5th battle, which will finish collecting all of my dailies. Now I'm at 75 Cosmo Stones, correct? So what I end up doing is, again, and you can combine this video, I'm breaking it down because there are people who have a pattern to do things. I like to do it in a pattern that I break things down. I do the first half with the bonus battles because it's cheaper that way. It's only 10, energy, so on and so forth, 10 stamina points to do those bonus battles. But then what I end up doing is I go over to the story modes. If you haven't completed all your story modes, this works wonderfully for you. If you completed all your story modes, unfortunately, this only will work around the time that we have what is called the ranking events open, where when you do your ranking event and you complete your ranking event 5 times, which around ranking time, I will post that video how to do it around that time. And it's kind of the same pattern, but you'll go into ranking event and use your stamina over there, split it. So you'll do 2 battles in training area, and then you do 3 battles in ranking event in order to complete the ranking event dailies, and you'll have a total of 100. The objective is to get 100 Cosmo Stones. That's the bottom line. I currently don't have 100. I'm at 75. We're gonna click one of these missions. If you haven't done these missions, it helps a lot if you already did these missions. Unfortunately, then you have to do this basically every 2 days. You can't do it like I'm doing it, essentially. And that's because you already did the mission. So you're only going to be able to get 50 Cosmo Stones per day unless the ranking event, like I mentioned before, is active, which then you'll be able to get 100. Let's go ahead and fast forward and do 3 of these missions. And by the time I'm done 3 of these missions, I'm going to have, of course, 100 Cosmo Stones. So I mentioned that it was 3 battles, but technically it's actually 4. After you do the 4 battles, you'll have about 110, give and take, 110 Cosmo Stones. And then what you want to go ahead and do is go into the training area, right? And go over to the Zodiac Awakening area, which generally wouldn't be available today. The normal circumstances, Zodiac Awakening battle is what you really want to focus on, is really what the cream of the crop of all these things are at the moment. That means that what you want to look forward to leveling up your character is not the potions. These guys right here, after 2 days, it takes about 3 days for them to come back, and those 3 days can be really excruciating, especially around the time where PvP comes out. And let's say, for example, you do a daily and you get that new character, or you do some summons and you get those new characters. That's when it can really, really hurt you that you don't have Zodiac Awakening. So getting into this particular habit, what would end up happening is that you, every day, that is right, every day you'll be able to minimum get the Zodiac Awakening battle and get Zodiac Awakening Stardust. So in this case, for example, if this wasn't available, what I would do is I go ahead and I click unlock, and it would unlock the Zodiac Awakening. And then what I would end up doing is, as you guys can see that my stamina right now is currently at 43%, I'd go ahead and click stamina, right? And if you guys have apples, you can use your apples, but this also applies to people who don't have stamina. So this is the thing that this is the great thing. As you're starting out, you're barely not gonna have that much stamina. So doing these dailies the way I'm teaching you guys is gonna allow you to not only to conserve your stamina, but get enough galaxy stones that you're gonna be able to obtain another 100 stamina points for usage in order to be able to get this done. So if you do it how I'm doing it, you'll have 110 Cosmo Stones, you'll go into the Galaxy Stones, you'll restore your galaxy stuff, and you'll have 143 stamina. Now we're here at the red Stardust, so on and so forth, and bombs away. You go ahead, it's 20 apiece, so that's 100. Like I said, 10 gives you 100 stamina points. That means that it allows you to do these 5. That means that you will be able to do this every day of the week without missing a beat. Now, once you run out of the Cosmo Chronicle stories, that's a whole different story. You see what I'm saying? No pun intended. That's a whole different story. That's a whole different concept. You'd have to wait 2 days in order to be able to do it, but you can save money when the Zodiac Awakening is actually available, because instead of you going for the Cosmo Chronicle stories, then all you have to do is actually just hop into the Zodiac Awakening, get those Zodiac Awakening done, and then do exactly what I was showing you guys at the very beginning of the video, but within the Zodiac Awakening battles. And instead of, you hopping around, you're killing almost 3 birds with 1 stone. You get all the Zodiac Awakening done, and then you could use your stones that you got. If you want to go into the Cosmo Chronicle stories and get a few extra ones, you could go ahead and use those stones in order to go ahead and do double on the day. So that's what I generally do. So I need, let's say for example, currently my biggest factors here is that I need blue and green. I have 111 Cosmo Stones to work with for my blue and green unit, so I go ahead and I do that. I go here and I go ahead and hit skip battle, boom, and I just earn myself double which is 130 Stardust for the green. Go into the blue, do the same thing, pop in 20, go here, repeat, boom. And those are the ones that I generally need. Of course, I have enough cash to go ahead and do maybe one more round, because now the cost to do it again is going to be 40, but that's a whole different thing. If you have more Cosmo Stones, that's up to you to do it that way. My biggest takeaway from this video, to get into the habit of doing these Cosmo Chronicles, and I'll go again by the steps as fast as possible. Doing it the right way saves you not only stamina, but also allows you to maximize everything that you could do in Saint Seiya Shining Soldiers over in the Cosmo Chronicle areas, from the training area all the way up to making money. So again, my personal thing that I like to do is go into the training area, get the training area, do the training areas, and do 4 training, and then go into Cosmo Chronicles and do Cosmo Chronicle stories, and do 3 Cosmo Chronicle stories. And by doing 3-4 Cosmo Chronicle stories, depending on your level, you'll have about 100 to 110 Cosmo Stones. That way you can go back into the training area, and if the Zodiac Awakening is not available, you can go ahead and unlock it, and then use 10 Cosmo Stones in order to give yourself a boost in the stamina and be able to do them. And that means you'll be able to get these done daily without missing a beat, daily, to help your characters get maximized and leveled up. And that's it. That's a wrap. That's the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, and you guys enjoyed Saint Seiya Shining Soldiers as much as I do, make sure you go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Make sure you go ahead and hit the share. Make sure you go ahead and hit the follow if you're on Twitch. And that's all I got for you guys. Again, this video works for not only Zodiac Awakening battles, but you can also use it for your XP battles. I generally don't recommend it, but this is geared to making sure that you guys can maximize your characters. So this is the best way to do your dailies. Again, DBGTX over, and I'm out.